So this is again the unit number 4, software testing. So few terms I am again explaining to you. Software testing techniques. So far we have already studied about the techniques of the software. The software testing, it is nothing but a critical element of software quality assurance. So after designing, whenever we are thinking to maintain the quality of the software, then after implementation of the software, we always go through for the test. So whenever we are going to test our software, so far we have already studied a number of software techniques. So out of them, there are again few techniques which are left to explain, or we can again repeat those or review those. Okay. So if we want to maintain the quality, then maximum it will depend on the software testing, because after testing we will launch our software outside. Okay, so it also represents specification, design and coding. So testing is also, we can say, related to what are the different specifications which are designed by the programmer or the software engineer, and also number of codes that were written by the programmers. So software testing here demonstrates that software function appear to be working. Okay, so if the function is working properly, then we can say the quality of our software is okay, because it is fulfilling all the specification and performance requirements. So a good test case is one that has high probability of finding an undiscovered error. So with the help of the testing tools, we are able to find out a number of errors that are undiscovered error. These errors are those errors which we cannot find easily. That is called the undiscovered error. So for that, we use some software tools, and with the help of the software tools, first we find out those errors, and after that we do the debugging. Okay, we correct those undiscovered error, and ultimately we will maintain the quality of the software. Now we have already gone through this, we can say the diagram. Now here the testing techniques is divided into two parts, static or dynamic. So static, we are going to divide in formal reviews, static analysis, and static analysis you can again see here divided into data flow and control flow. Okay, so informal reviews, after that static again divided into walkthrough, technical reviews, inspection. So here we can see at several points we are going to test our software. Okay, through the informal review. So first we will check out all those reviews. Okay, informal means we are not going to maintain the records of some reviews, that is called the informal reviews. But here, because we are studying about the static nature of the software, then for the simplicity, we divide it into the informal reviews, walkthroughs, technical reviews, and inspection. And in case of the dynamic, you are again going to divide the problem as here you can see experience based means error guessing. Just we are going to find out some errors on the basis of our experience. Okay, exploratory testing, it is also based on the experience. Specification based is the classification based on the specification, that is the equivalence partitioning, boundary value analysis, decision table, state transition, use case testing. So there are several type of testing, and in the meantime we involve equivalence partitioning, binary value analysis, decision tables, state transitions. So here we will use few diagrams, okay, to specify our problem or to divide our problem into several parts so that it simplify the management. Here again the dynamic now divided in the structure based, that is the statement, decision, condition, multiple choice. So there are several here conditions you can see based on the structure based. So first is the statement, that how many statements you are involving during the implementation, and decision, how many decision boxes you are using in the program, condition, total number of conditions involvement during writing the program, and multiple choices. Okay, sometimes we use the switch case, etc. Okay, there are several conditions and multiple conditions we use. So based on the structure here, and it comes under the dynamic. So first we divide these techniques into static or dynamic, and then here you can see. So we do the technical reviews and inspection, and here now you can see we use some methods to check the testing. Now, white box testing and black box testing. So far, we have already discussed, because white box testing and internal perspective of the system. Okay, as well as programming skills are required and used to design test cases. So white box test we can use at the unit level, okay, compound level, or integration and system levels of the software testing process. So here again it is a software testing technique, and white box testing we always use at the unit level or the component level, subsystem level, system level. Integration means just you are going to combine from small level, and you are going to or reaching to root level. Okay, integrated means here, integration means just you are going to combine various units of the components. Okay, so this is called the white box testing. White box testing we can use at the unit level or at the component level, or we can combine several components so that they can form the sub module, or we can say the module or subsystem or system. So at each and every level, we can use the white box testing. Okay, but for this, there is a need of some experience, means also need of the programming skills to test different design test cases. Now here you can see software testing techniques. So in this case, we can use the different number of loops. Loops are the fundamental to many algorithms and need thorough testing. So we can also use the loop testing, because whenever we are going to write a number of programs, then always there is a involvement of some loops. Okay, so loops may be simple or concatenated or nested and unstructured. Okay, so it is divided into simple loop, concatenated loop, nested loop, and unstructured loop. Now data flow testing, again, this is again Next type of the testing, that is called the data flow testing. Select test path. Okay, here we use some test path. Control flow, whenever we are going to check the control flow, then we use some basis path testing. Okay, so here we choose or select a particular test path, and according to the location of the definition and use of variable, this is somewhat sophisticated technique and is not practical for extensive use. Its use should be targeted to module. So whenever we are testing at the module level, okay, at the module level, then we use the data flow testing. Okay, how the data is flowing, then we use this technique, and for using this technique we apply at the module level. Okay, and at each module level we always use a number of variables. Okay, now here you can see a number of loops. This is the simple, nested, concatenated, unstructured. So these are the various types of loops, and during writing the program or the implementation, we can use either the simple type of loop. Now you can see this is the structure. This is called the nested loop. Here the decision box, you can see here two decision box, they are again connected. So here we are taking the decision, and again this decision, if it is okay, then again we are going to check another condition. So this is called the nested loop. Concatenated, here two or more loops are uh, concatenated, means connected in this way. Now the structure you can see concatenated, just you are going to combine two loops here. Okay, two or more than two, that is called the concatenated. Here unstructured loop, this is called the, okay. So this is called the loop testing, and you can use as simple, concatenated, nested, and unstructured. Now one thing is left here, and again I am returning back. What is the condition testing? So far during implementation of the program, there is an involvement of the condition. Either we use the data flow testing or the we use condition testing. So whenever there is an involvement of condition and we are going to test the condition, then we use condition testing. What is this? It is a test construction method that focuses on exercising the logical conditions in a program module. So if there is an involvement of the logical conditions, then we use the condition testing. Okay, so logical condition, what are the logical condition? You are already aware in a program module. So here again we are using this testing technique at the module level. Okay, what is the program module? And if there is an involvement of the logical conditions, then we use the condition testing. That is called the condition testing. Now again here you can see this branch testing. So decision testing, again it is called the, so for every decision each branch needs to be executed at least once. So if we are checking the condition, if it is okay, then each branch needs to be executed at least once, okay, to get the answer in the form of yes or no. Shortcoming here ignores implicit path that result from compound conditions, treats a compound conditional as a single statement. Okay, so there may be several condition or a single condition. So this is called the branch testing. Okay, now control structure testing, because it the program contains the control structure testing or the data flow testing, and control structure testing is a group of white box testing method. So white box testing method, it involves branch testing. So we can do the branch testing condition testing, data flow testing, loop testing. Okay, so far you have already see here loop testing, data flow testing, condition testing, branch testing. Okay, so this comes under the control structure testing. So control structure testing is divided into four testing methods: so branch, condition, data flow, loop. Basis path testing. What is this? Basis path testing is a hybrid path and branch testing. Okay, so this is also called the hybrid path and branch testing. So in this case, we can check the branch, okay, as well as it is also called the hybrid path testing. So what is the path testing here? So testing designed to execute all or selected path, okay, through a computer program. So here we use some tools, okay, to check the path testing. So for the path testing, here what we are doing, we are divided our problem into several paths, okay, and then we can choose single path, and after that another path, and so on. So for that we use the computer program, okay, for the path testing. Branch testing, testing designed to execute each outcome of each decision point in a computer program. So what is the decision point? Wherever we are going to take the decision, okay, if we are using the decision box. So for the path testing, that is called the basic path testing, there is also formula to calculate the number of paths or number of external regions, okay, or number of branches. So we can also calculate with the help of the basis path testing, and also we can find out the complexity of the program. So whenever we are going to design any program, then we can also check the complexity with the help of the basis path testing. Okay, so after the white box, you are already aware by the black box testing. What is the black box testing? Black box testing means just you are here going to apply the input, and what is the output corresponding to this input, and what is inside this acts as a black box, means we are not aware what is going inside, but just we are going to test the functionality of an application as opposed to its internal structure or working. So we are not aware why the working, or how this is working internally, or what is the internal structure of this. Okay, so that is called the black box testing. So whether we are getting the output here, is it okay or not corresponding to this input. So this is called the black box testing. So far we have already completed this. If one or two, I will check your syllabus. If any contents will be left, then I will take over. So please tell me any query if you want to ask. And now you can also discuss the Viva date today, because we have 8 students are already present.